Globally, people consume over 2.25 billion cups of coffee every day, making it an indispensable part of their daily routine. However, behind those familiar bags of coffee, readily available in supermarkets and convenience stores, many risks lurk that few people pay attention to. These risks are even more concerning for the elderly, as their stomach, cardiovascular, and blood pressure health are often more sensitive than in other age groups. Some popular coffee brands are mass-produced using low-quality beans, roasted too dark or too quickly to ensure consistent flavor, but this masks the natural characteristics of the beans, meaning reduced nutritional quality and increased risk of unwanted compounds. Furthermore, many products lack transparency regarding origin, organic certification, and processing methods, leaving consumers unable to control the levels of pesticide or herbicide residue in the coffee beans. This habit is particularly noteworthy for older adults, who often drink coffee to stay alert but need to consider the long-term impact on their health. Beyond simply choosing the flavor, identifying brands with potential risks and selecting safe, high-quality products is a crucial step in protecting the body and avoiding digestive, cardiovascular problems, and the effects of caffeine or industrial additives. Therefore, thoroughly researching each coffee brand, roasting method, bean quality, and production process becomes a fundamental but essential step before incorporating any product into daily routines, especially for older adults, to ensure a delicious and safe coffee experience. Among the popular coffee brands available today, there are many products that consumers, especially older adults, should consider avoiding due to health concerns, bean quality, and production processes. First, Dunkin' Grocery Coffee Dunkin' is one of the brands frequently mentioned in supermarkets. However, most Dunkin' products are mass-produced, with few organic options, and often use medium-quality beans. The dark roasting process, aimed at uniformizing flavor, can mask the natural characteristics of the beans, resulting in a burnt, flat, or sometimes slightly chemical taste. Furthermore, pre-ground coffee quickly loses its aroma and quality, and some products contain additives like potassium phosphate to stabilize texture and extend shelf life, posing potential health risks to consumers. Next is Seattle's Best Coffee, a brand famous for its best label, but in reality, the quality of the beans in many retail bags is often not guaranteed. Organic options are limited, and information about farm origin is almost non-existent. The dominant flavors are dark roasts, creating a burnt or charcoal sensation, and the coffee body is thin, making the daily drinking experience disappointing, especially for those with digestive or blood pressure sensitivities. Café Bustelo This is the third brand, popular for its strong flavor and quick awakening effect. However, this dark-roasted, finely ground espresso coffee has high acidity, which can upset sensitive stomachs or bladders. The strong flavor sometimes turns bitter, especially in instant products, and information on origin and organic certification is limited, leaving consumers unable to guarantee the absence of pesticide residue. Followers, with its familiar red plastic container, pre-ground coffee is a cheap and convenient option, but it often has a bitter, metallic, or slightly stale taste. Using overly dark or low-quality roasted beans to reduce production costs leads many to add extra cream and sugar to neutralize the flavor. Pre-ground coffee also loses its flavor quickly and lacks organic certification, increasing health risks. Maxwell House. While the brand built its reputation on the slogan, "Good to the last drop," in reality, many people find the flavor thin, bitter, sometimes with a heavy chemical aftertaste, creating a sticky and unpleasant sensation when drinking. The inconsistency in flavor between production batches is also a major issue, reflecting the use of industrially roasted beans in mass production processes. Nescafé, even the globally popular instant coffee brand name, isn't entirely safe. The high heat production process and use of cheap Robusta beans result in high acidity, a harsh taste, and the beans often lack natural aromatic compounds. These 3-in-1 products also contain sugar and industrial cream, along with stabilizers and flavorings, reducing the purity of the coffee. Elderly people or those with digestive or cardiovascular problems are more susceptible to adverse effects. Regular Keurig K-Cups, while pre-packaged coffee offers convenience, the flavor comes at a cost. Pre-roasted and pre-ground beans, when left for too long, easily lose their aroma, resulting in a weak and bland cup of coffee. Furthermore, using near-boiling water to brew through plastic and aluminum pods can create undesirable reactions, affecting the flavor and sometimes even health. New Mexico Piñon Coffee. Once advertised as high-quality, handcrafted coffee, some pods were recalled due to faulty caps, revealing hygiene risks during brewing. This shows that even small brands with a reputation for quality can have safety issues. Snap Chill. This is an example of a more serious risk. Canned coffee products from this brand were previously recalled nationwide due to the risk of contamination with Clostridium bacteria, which causes botulism, a serious health hazard, especially for the elderly. Our family decaf. Decaf products are inexpensive and often switched to by consumers to reduce caffeine intake. But some batches have been found to still contain enough caffeine to affect blood pressure and cardiovascular health, thus negating the purpose of buying decaf. Final, Clover Valley Dollar General's own brand of instant coffee once had a batch containing glass shards, posing a risk of esophageal or gastrointestinal injury. This issue highlights the potential for serious safety flaws in cheap, mass-produced coffee and highlights that the elderly are the most vulnerable group to such risks. Overall, all 11 brands mentioned above have common problem. These brands often use low-quality beans, are dark roasted or industrially produced, lack transparency regarding their origin, contain chemicals, are high in acid, and pose potential physical or microbiological risks. Regular consumption by older adults can negatively impact their stomach, cardiovascular system, blood pressure, and overall health. Identifying and avoiding these brands is the first step in protecting health while maintaining a daily coffee habit. Among the brands highly rated for quality and safety, Life Boost Coffee It is one of the outstanding options. This brand uses single origin Arabica beans sourced from the mountainous regions of Nicaragua, where the ideal climate, soil, and altitude allow the coffee beans to grow slowly, retaining more of their natural nutrients and distinctive flavor. The beans are grown in the shade of trees and harvested by hand. No machinery is used to press the beans or reduce their quality, which helps protect the bean structure, preserving the aroma and nutrients. Most importantly, each batch of coffee is carefully selected. Tested by a third party with over 400 types of toxins, including pesticides, mold, mycotoxins, and heavy metals, seniors can rest assured that their daily cup of coffee is not only delicious, but also safe, reducing the risk of stomach irritation or cardiovascular problems. Life Boost Coffee also contains low acidity suitable for those prone to acid reflux or with sensitive stomachs. Roasting in small batches helps preserve natural flavors, creating a smooth, balanced cup of coffee with subtle chocolate or orange notes, providing a pleasant drinking experience without excessive harshness or bitterness. Another brand that is also highly rated is Kicking Horse Coffee, originating from Canada. This brand emphasizes quality and ethics in production 100% Arabica beans organic and fair trade. This ensures no synthetic chemicals are used and farmers receive fair prices. The slow roasting process in small batches helps the coffee beans retain maximum natural oils, aroma, and antioxidants, resulting in a strong yet clean cup of coffee that won't upset your stomach. For seniors, choosing Kicking Horse Coffee is not just about drinking coffee, but also about experiencing responsible enjoyment for health and the environment. The brand's flavor may be dark roast, but remains balanced, without burnt or harsh tastes, making it suitable for daily consumption. Final, Purity Coffee is a brand that focuses strongly on health factors and transparency of original. Coffee beans are premium Arabica, ranking in the top 1% globally, is USDA certified organic and rigorously tested. To eliminate mold, mycotoxins, pesticides, and heavy metals, the roasting process is optimized to reduce acrylamide, a compound that can be harmful with long-term consumption, while retaining antioxidants such as chlorogenic acid, which benefits cardiovascular and digestive health. Purity Coffee offers a variety of products from whole beans to chemical-free decaf, allowing seniors to choose according to their needs while ensuring safety and a smooth, balanced flavor. This brand is all socially responsible businesses, investing in regenerative agriculture, improving soil quality, and protecting the environment is a sustainable and humane choice. Choosing safe coffee brands like Life Boost, Kicking Horse, or Purity Coffee offers many benefits for seniors. It not only ensures safety, food safety, reducing the risk of acid and caffeine, irritating the stomach and cardiovascular system, while also providing natural flavor, rich in antioxidants. When drinking coffee from these brands, consumers don't need to worry about chemical residues, hygiene issues, or debris in the product, helping to maintain their habit of enjoying coffee in a safe way, relaxing, safe, and comfortable. Next, to protect their long-term health, older adults should adhere to a number of guidelines. Tips for choosing coffee: prioritize seeds organic, single origin lightly roasted, low acidity, avoid other types. Industrial instant coffee, cheap Robusta beans, or pre-packaged pods. Always check the labels, expiration date, and recall information. If decaf is needed, select the product. Quality, tested for toxins. It is best to grind the seeds right before brewing, to preserve the fragrance and reduce the risk of oxidation. Therefore, choosing coffee is not just a matter of taste, but also an important decision related to health, especially for the elderly. This helps maintain a daily coffee drinking habit that is both delicious and safe, while preventing long-term negative effects on the body. By knowing how to distinguish brands to avoid and choosing safe brands, older adults can continue to enjoy coffee as part of their mental well-being without worrying about potential risks. In general, popular coffee brands today all face some common problems that consumers, especially the elderly, need to pay particular attention to. Firstly, grain quality many products use Robusta or medium quality Arabica beans to reduce costs, which directly affects the flavor and nutritional content of the coffee. Low quality beans often have less natural oil, resulting in a thin cup of coffee lacking fullness and sometimes with a bitter or burnt aftertaste. Secondly, industrial roasting, processed large brands often roast nuts at high temperatures, and to a dark roast to standardize flavor and color across batches, but this often diminishes natural aroma, reduces antioxidant content, and sometimes creates undesirable compounds like acrylamide, which can have long-term health effects. For older adults, regular consumption of these compounds may increase the risk of stomach irritation, increased acidity, or impact blood pressure and cardiovascular health. Thirdly, lack of transparency regarding origin and organic certification. Most major retail brands don't provide enough information about where the seeds are grown, farming practices, or organic certifications, making it difficult for consumers to verify levels of pesticide residue or other plant protection chemicals. This is especially important for the elderly or those with digestive and cardiovascular conditions, as residual chemicals or pesticides can cause irritation or long-term adverse effects. Fourth, isocid and caffeine issues. Some popular brands, especially dark roasted or instant coffees, have high acidity levels and can cause stomach upset, reflux, or rapid heartbeat. Meanwhile, some decaf products don't completely remove caffeine, leading to potential problems with blood pressure, cardiovascular health, and sleep in older adults. Thursday, hygiene and physical safety issues. Some previous batches of the product have been recalled due to Clostridium bacterial infection, botulism, or contained shards of glass. This shows that mass-producing brands at high speeds may bypass quality control, leading to the risk of serious food accidents or poisoning. These are issues that older adults need to be particularly concerned about because their bodies are more vulnerable to food-related risks. Besides, issues related to taste and daily drinking experience, this is also a point to note. Dark roasts and low-quality beans can make coffee taste bitter, flat, or chemically flavored, losing its natural balance. Pre-ground, instant, or packaged pod coffee also quickly loses its aroma and natural oils over time, resulting in a poor drinking experience. Elderly people may feel uncomfortable consuming these products, needing to add sugar, cream, or other additives to neutralize the taste, which is not good for their long-term health. In short, the common problem for popular coffee brands lies in the quality of the beans, industrial roasting, lack of transparency regarding origin, high acidity and caffeine content, and other food hygiene risks are all factors to consider. All of them directly affect digestive health, cardiovascular health, and dining experience. Identifying these issues helps older adults carefully consider their brand choices, thereby protecting their long-term health and maintaining a safe coffee drinking habit for a more relaxed state of mind. While many popular coffee brands pose potential risks, there are still safe and high-quality options suitable for seniors or those concerned about long-term health. A prime example is Life Boost Coffee. This brand uses single-grain Arabica coffee, originates from the mountainous regions of Nicaragua, where ideal climatic conditions, soil, and altitude allow the seeds to develop slowly, retaining high nutritional content and delicate flavor. The seeds are grown in the shade of trees and harvested by hand. Without using heavy machinery to press or separate the beans, this process helps protect the original structure, preserving the aroma and natural antioxidants. Each batch of coffee is carefully selected, independently tested for over 400 types of toxins. This includes the absence of pesticide residues, mold, and heavy metals, ensuring that seniors can drink it daily without worrying about stomach or cardiovascular problems. Life Boost's low acidity helps reduce reflux and irritation, while the small batch roasting process preserves the flavor, resulting in a smooth, balanced, and enjoyable cup of coffee that isn't overly harsh or bitter. The second brand, Kicking Horse Coffee, also notable for grain quality and ethics in production. Originating from Canada, all Arabica beans are organic and fair trade, ensuring no synthetic chemicals are used, and that farmers are fairly compensated. The slow roasting process in small batches helps retain maximum natural oils, aromas, and antioxidants. Kicking Horse Coffee may be a dark roast, but it remains balanced, without any burnt or harsh taste, making it suitable for daily consumption, especially for the elderly. Beyond health benefits, the brand also emphasizes responsibility towards the environment and the community, providing a coffee experience that is both safe and humane. Final, Purity Coffeeus, a leading brand in transparency and health safety premium, Arabica beans, among the top 1% globally. Our USDA-certified organic hand undergoes rigorous testing to eliminate mold, mycotoxins, pesticides, and heavy metals. The roasting process is adjusted to reduce acrylamide, a compound that can have negative effects if consumed long-term, while retaining antioxidants such as chlorogenic acid, which benefits the cardiovascular and digestive systems. Purity Coffee's product range is diverse, from whole beans to chemical-free decaf, allowing seniors to choose products that suit their needs while ensuring safety. This brand is all socially responsible businesses, investing in renewable agriculture, improving soil quality, and protecting the environment helps consumers enjoy delicious and sustainable coffee. These safe brands help older adults maintain their coffee drinking habits in a subtle, safe, and pleasant way. This reduces the risk of acid, caffeine, chemicals, or hygiene issues. At the same time, choosing these brands enhances the coffee experience, flavorful and rich in antioxidants. It's both a mental treat and good for long-term health. When older adults can clearly distinguish which brands to avoid and choose safe brands, they will continue their daily coffee drinking habit, both relaxing and protecting their bodies from potential risks. Choosing safe coffee isn't just about taste, it's also about making a decision about. Long-term health is especially important for older adults, helping to maintain the habit of enjoying coffee in a happy, safe, and sustainable. This also avoids the long-term negative impacts of industrial brands, opacity, or lack of transparency regarding the origin and quality of the grains. To protect their long-term health and fully enjoy their coffee drinking habit, older adults need to follow some important principles when choosing a product. First and foremost, priority should be given to .organic, single origin coffee beans, meaning seeds grown in a single region with a clear origin and without the use of synthetic chemicals or harsh pesticides. These seeds usually retain their natural flavor, contain many antioxidants, and are less acidic, making them suitable for sensitive stomachs and cardiovascular health in the elderly. Secondly, avoid these products: industrial instant coffee, low-quality Robusta beans, or prepackaged pods. These types of coffee beans often undergo roasting and processing at high temperatures, reducing antioxidants, creating bitter or harsh flavors, and even forming acrylamide, a compound with potential risks if consumed long-term. Prepackaged pods, while convenient, quickly lose the natural aroma and oils of the beans, and the plastic and aluminum in the pods can react with hot water, slightly affecting the flavor and quality of the coffee. Tuesday, always check product labels, expiration dates, and recall information. Some inexpensive brands have been involved in incidents such as containing glass shards, Clostridium bacteria, or decaf still containing caffeine, posing serious health risks. Checking labels and warnings helps older adults avoid unnecessary risks and ensures their safety when drinking coffee daily. Fourth, if needed decaf coffee to reduce caffeine intake, choose brands that have already been developed. Independent testing, high-quality decaf products are transparent in origin and free of chemical additives. Low-quality decaf products may still contain enough caffeine to affect cardiovascular health or blood pressure, cause insomnia, or irritate the stomach. Finally, it should grind the seeds right before brewing. To preserve the natural aroma and oils and reduce the risk of oxidation, home brewing allows for control over dosage, temperature, and brewing time, resulting in a delicious and safe cup of coffee suitable for the health of the elderly. Seniors may consider using this method, tested in safe brands like Life Boost, Kicking Horse, or Purity Coffee, combined with home brewing methods, allow you to fully enjoy coffee while protecting your long-term health. These principles not only help maintain a daily coffee drinking habit, but also ensure that each cup of coffee delivers the desired results. A pleasant experience, balanced flavor, while minimizing negative health impacts. This is especially important for the elderly or those with stomach, cardiovascular, and blood pressure conditions. When the elderly follow these guidelines, they can maintain their coffee drinking habit while ensuring their long-term health and choosing the product that best suits their needs and preferences.